He said, I'm a billionaire. Billionaires don't wear their money on their body. I tucked my chain and I said, oh, snap.
Because there's a lot of people out here that think just because people are flashing money means that they have money. It's so backwards.
Davis reacts to allegations of Floyd Mayweather being held hostage in Dubai. Tank says he got to pay people that money back. That's coming from, Floyd Mayweather's protege, his former right hand.
And here Dave Chapelle spoke freely about Floyd Mayweather's recent money problems, pointing out the odd contrast between Mayweather's luxury spending and news of unpaid debts. The IRS has placed claims on Mayweather for more than $22 million in unpaid taxes from 2015 plus another $7.2 million from 2010. Chapelle's remarks highlight the gap between how Mayweather shows off his riches and what he actually owes.
You have the ability to liquidate some of your assets. You have the ability to go and get a loan to pay off this tax liability. So we're not buying it. So we'll see if this petition does get approved. It's Floyd Mayweather. It probably will get approved. Seeing as how the event that's going to happen in about 60 days is going to generate more than enough money to pay off that tax liability. So it's great reassurance for the IRS. And this is not the first time that Floyd's been in trouble with the IRS. Back in 2008, he had a $6.17 million lien on his property for taxes that he owed in 2007. Right? And this is just a recurring theme. He's had many other instances. Back in 2011, apparently he owed $3.4 million in taxes.
Someone once commented on Floyd Mayweather's money choices, suggesting his judgment may not always be good, particularly with financial issues. Do you think Mayweather should step into the UFC?
Should jump into the UFC.
No. I don't know. I don't know what they're talking about money-wise or where he's at in his life. I'm a boxing fan. I'm not really I don't know anything about UFC.
You're not. Do you think you should kind of stay in his lane, or do you think, maybe to capitalize on the success of the McGregor fight?
I think Floyd made a clean getaway. I think he had a great record and the greatest run in the history of boxing. I don't know whatever makes him happy, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I think he did his thing, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, man, it's good to see you.
You
Sorry
make me
about
happy,
that. Yeah,
bro.
my man, thank you.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. recently said he bought a collection of 62 rental buildings in Manhattan for $42 million. But New York City property records show no change in who owns the buildings, which raises questions about his claim. Also, Mayweather's real estate company Vita Properties has not given clear information about the deal. This has made people guess that he might have only gotten a small ownership share or some future buying options.
Showing the people how I live. Now, I know you guys see me on a regular talking about real estate. Well, lately I purchased 62 apartment buildings in New York City. And what I need you guys to do, slide over and check out the photos. It's not all 62 buildings, it's a few buildings, but guess what? All the buildings belong to me. I don't have no partners. And all the retail down low on my buildings,
Mayweather's statement about buying 62 apartment buildings in Upper Manhattan for $42 million has been met with doubt because property records do not back up what he said. Business Insider reports that Mayweather might have only gotten a small share in these properties, which brings his truthfulness into question.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. We all know him, the tremendous, talented boxer, but people don't realize how smart he is in business, especially real estate. He just did a blockbuster deal, forget about it. Upper Manhattan, 1,000 units, consisting of 60 buildings, affordable housing, $402 million purchase price. The seller, Black Spruce Management. This is gonna be a monster, huge deal. Already a very big portion of it already closed. The remaining portion should be closed at the beginning of 2025. This is a guy who believes in long-term wealth, generational wealth. He's heavily involved in skyscrapers. Now he's getting very, very big in affordable housing in Upper Manhattan. Tremendous deal. $402 million. Once again, 1,000 units, 60 buildings. Forget about it, Maron. That's what I'm talking about. That's smart. That's generational wealth, in my opinion. Not financial advice, not a financial planner, but very, very impressed. Floyd Mayweather Jr., not too shabby.
The IRS has placed claims on him for more than $22 million in unpaid taxes from 2015 plus another $7.2 million from 2010. Even with these debts, Mayweather keeps showing off his riches, which has drawn public criticism and close watch.
Amid, rumors of Floyd Mayweather being stuck in Dubai because he owes people money. And, these are coming from trustworthy sources, Gervonta Davis, Floyd Mayweather, people who know about Floyd Mayweather's inner life. But back to TMZ. So they reported Floyd Mayweather was courtside for last night's pivotal Clippers versus Mavericks game. But before money got to the arena, he was handing it out, blessing 3 homeless men with $30K. Now, there are no pictures, there is no video of this happening, but there is an official TMZ article, and TMZ usually gets it right. TMZ also said, we're told Mayweather began talking to the guys and decided he wanted to help, so he busted out his backpack and blessed each guy with 10 reps.
Dave Chapelle jokingly points out Floyd Mayweather's money troubles and notes how Mayweather's flashy lifestyle once grabbed the public's attention. Chapelle says that when people get very rich, others want a piece of their success. Mayweather's over-the-top way of showing his wealth pulled everyone around him into his business. Now that he faces money problems, the same public is just as interested, but for different reasons. Chapelle's remarks highlight the irony of public interest moving from praise to close examination as Mayweather's financial situation changes.
These kinds of things play out in front of me.
Okay. When you say you heard the stories, what do you mean? What stories?
I mean, you see before, look, Mariah Carey made a $100 million deal, and 3 months later, she's all of a sudden mysteriously crazy. Or Martin Lawrence punches through and he's waving a gun on the street screaming, they're trying to kill me.
Yeah, we hear those stories.
And it always happens around the time of their career where it seems as though they're crossing over the next plateau.
Yeah. Would you say you lost your mind, sort of?
No.
No.
Not exactly.
Okay.
I wasn't crazy, but it's incredibly stressful.
Yeah.
And I felt like in a lot of instances, I was deliberately being put through stress because, when you're a guy that generates money, people have a vested interest in control.
Floyd Mayweather is known for showing off his wealth with flashy social media posts, expensive cars, and luxury goods. But the truth behind that image is not so shiny. Mayweather's money is often put on display, yet that does not mean he is financially safe. In fact, his money problems have become clear over time. He once got stuck in Dubai because of unpaid bills, a situation that shows a man not living a dream but trying to avoid the results of his own choices.
A bunch of gambling debts. Floyd, okay? And he tried to plant fake news out here saying that he was in downtown LA giving out money, and then he was at the, the basketball game. This is Floyd in Dubai. Yeah, Because there's a lot of people out here that think just because people are flashing money means that they have money. It's so backwards. You just don't understand how backwards it is, okay? Because when you earn it, like I said, you don't want nobody to know you got it. But here's the thing, if Floyd had money, don't you think the money would have already been transferred there? If Floyd had money, don't you think the money would have already been transferred there?
You just gave me the same paragraph I already rewrote for you. Did you want me to rewrite it again in a different way, or is there a new original paragraph you need me to work on? Please share the new text, and I will follow all your rules exactly.
We brought them over. I brought them over while Floyd was, still incarcerated. Then he comes home. There's the Let's Get Floyd Back in Pocket campaign that goes on, where, it's $300,000 chains being bought and buying the new Lamborghini and all these new things. And I'm sitting there going, yo, when you gonna give me the money?
Because you had already invested.
Right, like when you gonna give me your half of the money back. But I ain't trying to press him because he just got out of jail, right? So it's like, let him cool his heels before you.
Was that in the millions?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you sitting there big, and I'm like, yo, so when, but see, the fighters are an asset in themselves. They are that talent, regardlessly.
Right.
So I'm looking at him going, so there ain't no pressure there, but I'm saying, when is he gonna say he wants to, to give me the other half of it? Why I gotta ask you for it?
Right.
And then when
are we talking over $2 million?
It's about that.
Oh, okay.
At that point, it was, invested in.
All right.
So look, he goes, when he finally does bring up the actual, the situation, he acted like he didn't know anything. Like, I didn't tell y'all to do it.
Joe Rogan gave his take on Floyd Mayweather's fame. He said Floyd did not become famous for being as great a boxer as Mike Tyson. Instead, people really wanted to see him lose. His bold personality and the public's dislike for him drove most of his fame, not respect for his boxing talent. This idea adds to the complicated story around Mayweather's money and popularity.
And one of the reasons why people watch him fight is not because he's like Mike Tyson, just goes out and destroys people. They like watching him fight because they hate him. Because he talks so much shit, and he's like, look at my $1 million watch, look at my fucking jet, look at my house, look at this. He's like constantly showing you all these things that he has. Like, he'll lay out watches in a hotel bed, like, this is $1 million worth of watches. This watch goes for $2 million. And they're like, this is my small watch that I take sometimes, but I want to show you, when I show up, I bring out the big boy, and it brings out this watch that's covered in diamonds. It's like $5 million. And so you
Oscar de la Hoya has spoken openly about Floyd's money problems, saying that Floyd keeps fighting because he still needs cash.
Whole persona is money, 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 and you don't get paid. Well, that's exactly what it is for employees of Floyd Mayweather. Employees of his Los Angeles gym accused Floyd Mayweather of bankruptcy after failing to pay them. I mean, he's still buying stuff. Portfolio valued at $10 billion, including 18 office buildings spanning. I mean, he can do all this, but he can't pay his employees' salaries. $10 billion portfolio, 18 office buildings spanning 10 million square feet. Like, what? Another deal he finalized with a $20 million property in Manhattan. Financial troubles. Despite these high-profile purchases, allegations of unpaid wages at Mayweather's Los Angeles gym have sparked significant backlash. Employees claim that they haven't received paychecks, prompting a public protest outside the facility on Highland Avenue. One protester held a sign accusing Mayweather of modern-day slavery, while another noted that the money team has no money. Even if you work for a different company and if you ain't getting paid, you're scared to show up and say something because you know how businesses do. They silence you and they fire you. The employees alleged violations of California Labor Code 210, which mandates penalties for late wages. First-time violations can include fines between $100 to $200 and unpaid wages beyond the 30 days entitled work to a full day pay for every day delayed. That is crazy. Money team ain't got no money. Apparently it's not the first time too. They had one in Elk Grove and it closed down because the landlord sued for a non-payment of $30,000 in rent. Now
it is around $5 million, and that makes you dislike him. Floyd has often said he makes $3 million each month, placing himself above people like Bill Gates in terms of success. While these statements might wow some fans, experts who know how boxing pay works doubt them. Known for his over-the-top lifestyle, Floyd Mayweather has built a public picture of riches. But behind closed doors, his money choices have caused worry.
Because he still needs money.
Canelo once again at 160, okay, 100 pounds, 160 pounds. Call out Canelo and do the rematch, and that's it.
You think he's talking this trash because he wants a rematch? You think he actually wants
Absolutely.
You think he wants a rematch?
Look, another reason why he's crawled out of his rock, he needs money.
You think he needs money?
Absolutely.
He's always flossy.
It's absolutely, he needs money.
You think he's going
Once
broke?
Again, come on. Fighters like that always go broke.
He's always spending, so I guess.
Absolutely. Look, he's not fighting anymore, so that big money's not coming in. Look at what happened to Mike Tyson. He made what, $500 million?
Right.
Do you think you can spend $500 million overnight? Absolutely.
You can't.
I doubt he'll ever step into that ring. Floyd's a big freaking.
He called Canelo the easiest win of his career.
Yeah, because he was 21 years old.
Right.
Of course. If I fought Ryan Garcia, who's 19 years old, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna beat him easy because of my experience.
So fight him in his prime, he goes down, you think?
Ah, easy.
What's your message to Floyd?
Floyd, stay under your rock, dude.
You think Canelo's gonna out-earn him eventually? You think he'll make
Oh,
more
by
money
far,
than Floyd?
by far. Canelo's 28 years old.
Right.
And he's already made, what?
Before Floyd took on his money-focused image, he was already in deep financial trouble. News came out that he was close to going to jail because of unpaid taxes. In a desperate move to stay out of prison, Floyd borrowed $2 million to pay off what he owed. How people see Floyd's money habits is still shaped by what he did in the past. Even though he acts like a smart businessman, many see him as someone who cares more about quick cash than lasting safety.
To troll Floyd Mayweather, and I don't know how accurate or true this is. 50 said it was true and then removed it off his Instagram like he sometimes does. He'll chime in on things and then remove it. But luckily for me, I know that he does that, so I screenshot everything that he posts. Just because, you know, he'll remove it and then it's hard to find it. I'm like, damn, it was up there. So just for like podcasts and just research purposes, I always screenshot them, have it on my phone. That way if it's removed, you know, it's like, hey, you know, he did post this. So what am I talking about? Let's go over this. 50 Cent has weighed in on a shocking claim in the ongoing spat between Floyd Mayweather and Gervonta Davis, saying he believes a belief that has allowed him.
Floyd Mayweather is known for showing off his wealth, posting pictures of his expensive cars, watches, and other luxury goods on social media. While this display of riches might look like a celebration of success, it makes people wonder if such a lifestyle can last. Floyd has said that his business plan often involves high-risk investments hoping to win big. He stated that he likes to put money into projects others do not understand and sees this as a way to find new opportunities.
I'm really comfortable talking about money. A lot of people in the UK are not. So what are your beliefs around money?
Just because I talk about money doesn't make me a bad person. I mean, I like to have the finer things in life. Money don't make me, I make money. I like to feed my family. You know, we can't feed our family just saying I love you. You know, money is able to put us in a position so we can have the finer things in life. So we are able to travel over to the UK and experience and do different things. We're able to travel to Dubai and other countries and have fun and live life and experience different things. So when you're able to make a lot of money, you're able to do those certain things. And for those people that don't have any money, because life is all about having different experiences. And with me being able to make a lot of money, I'm able to bring my team as well as my family around the world so they can experience different things.
Something you said earlier, Floyd, it really fascinated me. And it gave me an insight that you really learned about money. Is you said in real estate, you got to know what to do on a small scale first.
Yes.
And then you went big. And is that because you don't want to take massive risk because you want to be smart with your money?
Well, like you don't go out there and work extremely hard for so many years and then take every dime you got and just put it into something that you don't know about.
Well, a lot of people do, don't they? I mean,
and a majority of the time you get bad results. 90% of the time you get bad results. Just like
Jeff Mayweather, who is Floyd's uncle and former coach, has said he does not understand his nephew's money choices. Jeff pointed out that Floyd's habit of buying buildings and putting money into different projects appears disorganized.
I mean, like I said, I don't necessarily see Floyd very much, so we don't really get a chance to talk very much, and so I don't really know what's going on. I know he's doing things that, you know, to better his life, like, you know, buying homes and buying, you know, different things. And so, I mean, I don't know exactly what he's doing. So, I mean, I haven't seen him in quite some time. And I haven't heard about him talking about doing any more exhibitions. Maybe
he will, maybe he will not. I do not know. Floyd has always taken pride in being his own boss, making deals and handling his money without outside help. While this worked well for him in boxing, it has not led to success in the business world. Even though he knows the risks, Floyd keeps spending big even when other boxers who took the same path ended up broke. This careless spending along with his shaky money choices sets a bad example. Let me show you a couple of toys.
I know we're on television, Floyd, but I think it's necessary for me to say, damn.
Well, you know, we are on ESPN. These are sports cars. It's a sports network. This car costs $3.2 million. This Bugatti right here costs $1.6 million. You ain't seen these toys.
I haven't seen these?
No.
What? Floyd, this is 7 cars, man. silver, platinum, Miami, black, LA, white, Vegas.
Yeah, in New York, I got my.
After stepping away from pro boxing, Floyd has kept chasing money through exhibition fights. Even though he no longer fights for titles, he stays in the ring for the big paychecks these events offer. The largest payday would come from a rematch with Conor McGregor, which would surely bring huge buzz and financial gain. Floyd's hunt for money, even after retirement, shows his lasting need for wealth and approval.
Seeing it a second time. The first one wasn't bad, but the whole thing was this notion of suspense and unpredictability and what would it be? Well, you got to see what it was. He got marched down and beaten up.
Yeah, it seems like Floyd might realize within himself that that's the last giant money fight he can make. It would have to be as close to a real fight as possible. I mean, it's a Conor who can still throw his hands, although to your point, the brand is damaged and, you know, he needs a win badly in the UFC to revive that. But I wonder if Floyd at 45 is saying to himself, if I've got to fight one more time, a real fight, and that Logan fight was weird, and Floyd, I think, didn't expect to have to navigate it the way he did. I wonder if Floyd thinks this is it. But even that could be a trap fight for him, Luke, because of his age. You never know, okay? But to your point, it's hard to get amped up for it unless one or both of them is sort of riding.
All right, everyone. Stay tuned for the latest in boxing news, highlights, events, and stories. Subscribe to and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Be sure to watch our other videos too. Until next time, take care and stay safe.